I'm Lady Mayoress Bianca Durrant.
What does being the Lady Mayoress of Bristol mean to you?
It's a really big achievement. It's a fantastic opportunity. I'm honoured for the Lord Mayor, Cleo, to have chosen me to be her Lady Mayoress. It means absolutely the world to me.
Can you tell us more about your role?
Well, basically, my role is to support the Lord Mayor. So I accompany her on engagements. I'm here to support her if there's anything she wants to discuss. Mainly, those types, a supportive role.
Bristol is a very diverse city, so it's refreshing to see this diversity represented in top positions. This is clearly a symbol of change and progression. How does it make you feel, Bianca, to be a part of this incredible movement pushing for positive change in the city?
I'm very proud to be part of this movement because Bristol is a very diverse city, but it's not reflected in the equality of positions that BAME people hold throughout the city. We've been a very diverse city for a number of years, 60, 70 years, but it hasn't reflected in political or in top business or corporate positions.
If there was one thing you can change about the way women from diverse backgrounds are viewed, what would it be and why?
One of my main gripes is, as a woman of colour, if you are assertive, you are automatically portrayed as being aggressive. And that's something that needs to stop.
Are there any challenges you've had to overcome since becoming Lady Mayoress?
There isn't any real challenges I've had to overcome. One of the things that myself and the Lord Mayor have strived to do is try to bridge the differences, the cultural differences, the generational differences between some of the old English societies in Bristol that were part of the slave trade. We've been trying to bridge the differences, meet those type of people so that they can interact with us. We haven't had any difficulties in that. We haven't found anybody to make us feel any type of way, especially when a lot of the functions that we go, we may be the only people of colour in that whole room, but we're able to hold our own. We're able to conversate in any topic that anybody wants to talk about. And it's refreshing. It's a shame, but at the same time, it's refreshing to see their reaction, because most times their reaction is they can't believe that, oh, we're normal people. We're able to sit and conversate with you. We're able to hold a conversation on business, on economics, on politics. It seems as though they're quite shocked. So that's something that's good for us, that we feel that we've been able to do. And hopefully now these people that we've interacted with, that because they're part of societies that normal people don't get to interact with. It's only because of the position of the Lord Mayor and the Lady Mayoress that we're able to engage with these people. And by engaging with them, hopefully now if they meet a person of colour, they won't have these prejudice or perceived ideas of how they think people are going to be, or people are going to act, or how they think people won't be able to act. So hopefully we've changed people's perceptions on that.
Do you have any advice that you can give to young entrepreneurs and creatives?
Keep going. Stick with your dream. Keep going. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Believe in yourself. That's the main thing. Belief in your self-belief is the most important thing, because if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anybody else to? So, if you have a dream, stick with that dream. It might take you 10, 15 years to achieve what you want to achieve, but if you stick with it, then you'll get there.
Out of all of your achievements, which one tops the list for you?
I would say I'm most proud of being the first person to successfully bring a racial discrimination case against the Avon and Somerset Constabulary on my own as a litigant in person. So that was something that took 8 years of my life, but it was something that was important to me, not just because of how it affected me, but because I wanted it to be documented. I wanted us to have the statistic so that we could say this does happen. Because what tends to happen is people get paid off and accept the money. We don't get the statistic. So if we don't get the statistic and we don't get the data, we can never say, this is what's happening. This is how many people it's happening to. So it did take a big toll on my life and my family's life, because I didn't have any lawyers to represent me or barristers. I had my mum. She supported me. She helped me with all the legal work. And the rest of my family supported me at coming to all of my hearings. But I would say that's my proudest achievement.
What would you say your legacy is within Bristol?
I would think the same thing. Statistically, I am the only person in the Avon and Somerset Constabulary that has proved racial discrimination against them, which I'm not the only person that's been racially discriminated against, but I'm the only person that actually has taken it all the way. I think I'm probably the only person in the whole of the UK that has actually successfully won 4 appeals in the same proceedings represented by theirself as a litigant in person. It's hard enough to win 1 appeal, but to win 4 in one case, that's a magnificent achievement.
Coming from an entrepreneurial background, was it hard for you to transition into your role as the Lady Mayoress?
No, I wouldn't say so. I'm a person that I can take my hand to anything. So, if there's a challenge, I relish at it. This wasn't a challenge. This was an honour. So, this wasn't anything that I had to get my head around or anything. It was just an absolute honour when the Lord Mayor Cleo asked me to be a Lady Mayoress. It was nothing I even had to consider.
What can we expect from you over the next year?
Ooh, lots. Lots to come. There's been a lot gone on in the past year. During Lord Mayor's last year, I've got married. We've had a marriage at the Mansion House. So now I would like to have children. So we've got that to come. I'll be starting a new business with my husband. So there'll be plenty to go on in the next year. Hopefully me and the Lord Mayor may start a business together as well. That's an interest that we've got. And hopefully we would like to carry on some of the interaction and building the bridges with the people that you don't never get to meet. We'd like to carry on those relationships, because if we can carry on those relationships, then it opens the door for other people to come through and it'll make it easier for them. So if we could do that, that's something I'd like to do.